Costa Titch was one of South Africa's most talented dancers and one of the best performers, with his energy and dancing skills on stage being on another level. He was also one of the best hip-hop artists in South Africa, mixing the kwaito, hip-hop and amapiano sound very well, with national anthems like Nkalagata, Magang and recently Big Flexer. Also being co-signed by global superstar Akon in early 2023, with Costa Titch flying the South African flag high, and recently died on the 11th of March while performing. But let's go back to the beginning of his tremendous life. Costa Titch was born Costa Titch on the 26th of January 1995 in Mpumalanga, Nelspruit, South Africa, to a Greek father and a Portuguese mother. Costa Titch attended his school life in Nelspruit and competed in national dance competitions, even going overseas to go compete, and danced his whole life. And after matric moved to Johannesburg to try pursue his dancing career in 2014, and was even a backup dancer for Casper Nyovest, even being a backup dancer at Fill Up the Dome. But for Costa Titch, he wasn't satisfied just being someone's backup dancer. So he started rapping, and he dropped his song Activate and drops the music video in a very weird way, as he explains it, but showed dedication for what he's doing.
So Alpha Cat Lego was shooting a music video for his song called Monati, right? And literally in between his sets, like when we took production break, I stole the camera guy and we shot Activate. Like literally around the corner, like everywhere he was shooting, it was like, okay, let's go there. That's how we shot the video.
2 months later, after dropping the music video, King Vader reposted his song, having done a skit on it, and it skyrocketed the streams of the song, and the song became viral. It was viral everywhere else in the world, but in South Africa. The next step for Costa Titch was dropping his song Nkalagata, which came up in a weird way again. The song quickly became a fan favorite in the country, and it also helped the song that a white person could rap in vernac and relate to the masses. And this is what Costa Titch wanted in terms of relating to the masses of South Africa. And that's what he got through Nkalagata, which was inspired by Mendoza's Nkalagata.
So the one night, myself and my boy Nelson, you guys actually met him, we're like, you know what song, in South Africa does everyone know? And we're like, yo, Mendoza and Nkalagata, and then my brother's girlfriend actually walked in and she was like, yo, you can't go to any white wedding and not hear that track play, So we laughed about it for a bit, and we're like, actually, let's try and see what we can do, And then as soon as we played it on Apple Music, I turned to my boy and I was like, yo, we need to play this melody on the 808s. And he looked at me a little bit confused, So I actually fuck it, I can swear, right? I'm sorry, yeah. So got into studio, and then we first laced the 808s, and then from there I just put everything else together, and it just...
So it started from the 808.
Yeah, it was actually a weird way to make a song,
But Costa Titch made what seemed to be a better version than the original, which was truly remarkable. He caught the attention of Ricky Rick first with the song, with him even playing the song in his car, and fans started trolling Costa Titch for the remix and for Ricky Rick to be on the remix. And Ricky even helped Costa Titch get the song on radio and make it even bigger than it was. And Costa Titch explains how the remix of the song came about.
And then Ricky hits me up and he's like, yo bro, I'm gonna help you get this stuff, get the song out onto radio and stuff. I'm gonna help you get it there, So I was like, that's crazy, Now in that conversation, I was like, bro, I just wanna ask you, would you be down to do the remix? I'm getting trolled on my end, And he's like he had moments of thinking about it, and he was like, alright, cool. Send it through to me. Let me listen. At first it was I'm not making promises. It was let me hear if I can fit into the song, with the instrumental first, and I'll get back to you. So I sent it to him. From there, we kept moving, kept the relationship going. Then he called me. He's like, yo, tonight I'm performing at the YFM concert. Do you want to come out? I'm like, of course. Yeah. So we pull up to the YFM gig. And at the YFM gig, boom, we bump into AKA.
Yeah.
And AKA from a distance, I was so shocked, bro. I'm standing talking to the squad member, I just hear from the back, Titch. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, AKA is calling me, you know, like all of this is crazy because like, you know, I've been seeing these guys like throughout the years, but like at the same time, right now, it's like he's actually calling me right now for my music, you know? So I went there, had a conversation with him, and he just basically says to me, he's like, yo man, if you guys are working on a remix, hit me up. I'd love to be a part of it.
Costa Titch continued to drop music like Shivu and featured SoundCloud rappers like Patrick XX Lee in 2019. In 2020, he dropped Tembi with Boiti, also impressing on his vernac on the song and continuing the momentum he had gained from the song Nkalagat. He then proceeded to drop his first debut album, Made in Africa, on the 9th of October 2020, having featured heavyweights like DJ Maporisa, Ricky Rick, Sjava, 25K, Frank Casino, and many more, and was a very good album to listen to and had a variety of sounds on the album. In 2021, Costa Titch continued releasing music and doing what he does best, and he continued getting closer to AKA. And on the 10th of September 2021, AKA and Costa Titch dropped the joint EP or album called You're Welcome, with hits like Super Soft, and Costa Titch proving once again how versatile he is in working with different artists and different sounds.
Why this? The two of you guys. How does this start? Where does this start?
Well, it starts with us making a whole lot of records together. What year was it? Towards the end of last year?
Yeah.
We started making records together. Obviously, Nkalagata Remix was kind of the jump-off point. I did that with Costa, and then came over to the crib, and then I, obviously working with Dubs, Nelsino, with his whole, kind of clique and crew. And before you knew it, we had like six records. We thought to ourselves, this could be something,
2022 was the biggest year for Costa Titch, as this was the year he dropped his biggest song to date, Big Flexer. Although he dropped the song on the 3rd of December 2021, the music video, which currently stands on 45 million views, is one of the biggest songs in South African history and led to many world tours for him around the world, and finally changed his life, and he became a superstar, not just nationally but internationally too, to the point where he gained the attention of the international star Akon. And Akon himself ended up co-signing Costa Titch and performing with him at Cotton Fest in 2023. They then released the remix for Big Flexer with Akon on the 10th of February 2023, and Costa Titch was on top of the world. But a month later, unfortunately, while performing at an event, he collapsed and was pronounced dead. Costa Titch will forever be remembered as a music icon and a humble young man who is evident that if you keep pushing and persevering and believing in your dreams, they will come true, and stay humble all the time when doing this, and all the blessings will come your way. His legacy will live on forever. And as a nation, we should pray harder than we have before for our fallen icons, and that these deaths must come to an end, and that only that can happen through prayer and self-introspections of ourselves to do better and learn from those who are no longer here. And this is the life of Costa Titch, and I am the Tommy Harris Show. Please do subscribe, like, and comment, as it does help the channel grow. Thank you for watching.
Okay, the thing is, as an artist, right, you gotta know that when you make music, you're telling your story, all right? I actually explained this to someone the other day. You're telling your story, but in a way that it relates to someone else. So,
I like that.
you get what I'm saying? You gotta really relate to the masses, Man, what's actually, to be frank about it, bro, the music is spreading, right? But at the same time, I'm communicating with my audience, right? And that's the thing that a lot of these rappers get wrong, is they act like superstars before they make it. Bro, why are you holding money to your ear when that money that you're holding to your ear is for your rent? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Things like that, it's don't be a superstar before you're a superstar. And even when you are a superstar, no one likes the guy that flexes on them. that's how you get haters, bro. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?